تعانق دمعة الفكر تناجي الله في صبر وترجو رحمة تسري فعاش القلب إخلاصا وصرت تحوم كالطير تحلق في ثقافات وتنهل من ربى الخير.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Hope you guys are well. Welcome to this video. Before I start, I want to praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, the most just. All praises, glory and gratitude belong to Him for the works that we do as a team. The video today is a sensitive topic, not only for Brother Shakil, who's going to be sharing a story with us, but for me personally, because it's, to me, like, I actually, obviously, like I said before, it's a sensitive topic, but it was hard for me to see Brother Shakil. I've seen him before, and the hardship he's going through. To do this video, because it's a bit like rubbing salt on his wound, but he really insisted on doing it. And subhanAllah, I told him, like, I'm really busy with a few videos, we'll do it in 2 weeks time, you know, because it's obviously I had videos to do as well, but it's hard for me to talk about something that he's been through and for him to mention again, because it's like he's reliving the whole thing. But obviously he called me, I think messaged me about 2 days ago, and he said that it's Mother's Day on Sunday, and I didn't know about it. Obviously, we don't celebrate Mother's Day, but the fact that, you know, it's just known out there, I thought it's a great idea to actually do this. And, you know, I wasn't feeling well myself, but I said, you know what, it has to be done. So, yeah, that's why we're bringing this video to you guys, for you guys to benefit, most importantly, because a lot of us, you know, we don't appreciate our parents. We don't know the value they have with us till they're gone. So obviously I'm going to start with Brother Shakil. Brother Shakil is going to share his story of the moment he found out about his mother's illness, to the day she passed away to today. I'm not going to carry on any further, to be honest. I want Brother Shakil to kind of give us the story, inshallah, like from what happened. So just tell me the first moment, Aki, when you first found out. What was you doing that day before you found out? And how did your life change?
Yeah, in the name of Allah. All praises due to Allah. First of all, I just want to start saying I didn't even know that I was going to talk about the whole story from the beginning to the end. I thought I was going to be talking about just giving advice to people to appreciate their parents. Obviously, he told me about 20 minutes before, so be patient with me if I kind of lose my words or whatnot. But I'll just tell you, like, since it's happened, I've tried to just ignore the realities of it, even though I see things every day that remind me certain smells, sights, certain roads I go down, I get memories 24/7, but I really tried my best to blot it out of my head and just, I don't know, just try and pretend it never happened, because there's nothing I can do. I can't bring her back. So, but yeah, like, how it started, I remember she come back from Spain. She stayed in Spain for a year. And she come back and she had a really bad cough. It was really bad. But she said that she went to the doctors and they just said that she had a chest infection. But remember, we went to Hyde Park, it's in central London. We went out like a family outing, and then her cough, I just noticed it was getting really, really bad. Like, she was heavily wheezing. It was a cough like I never heard before. Anyway, didn't pay no mind to it because she said it's okay. She said she's gone to the doctors, like I said. Then a few months later, she went up to North England to visit my brother, and then found out she went to the hospital for her chest because she was coughing, and it got worse. So then anyway, she was in hospital for 1 week, and at this time I was still in South London, and I had no means to get up to the hospital she was at. But I spoke to my stepdad, and my stepdad was like, yeah, we're going to go up there on the weekend. Before the weekend came, I remember it was about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was walking to the gym, and I got a phone call from my stepdad, and he's just like, the first thing he just said, he's like, Romero, get yourself together now. We're going to go see your mum. She's just been told she's got cancer. And then I was in the middle of the street at that time, and I was just like, my heart just stopped for a minute. I didn't know what to say, and I was just like, alright, just let me know when you're outside my house. So anyway, I didn't know what to do. In fact, I carried on walking towards the gym, like it was just weird. I didn't know how to react. But I didn't cry or anything. I was just a big shock, because like, not my mum. And if you watch my last video where I gave my revert story, most people know that I was very close with my mum. She was a person that she's easy to love and like. So and she was a very strong woman as well. So to hear that she's got cancer, and he also said it's stage 4 cancer, which is bad, very bad. So I went to the gym, and then he said he's going to be at my house in about 2 hours. So anyway, I was in the gym, and I went focusing, and I saw one of my friends at the gym, and he asked me what's wrong, like, and I just said, well, I've just been told my mum's got cancer. And he was like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. Like, he's like, just go home. So I walked home, and my stepdad picked me up. Then we went to North England. It's like a 3-hour drive. And as we was going up there, my stepdad was just complaining, like, the fact that the doctors just come and told her by herself. She had no family with her whatsoever. And apparently he said that my mum was really crying, just the fact that she was told all alone. And my mum's really sensitive to things like that. I think anyone would be. So anyway, we got to go up to the hospital. I saw my brother, I saw my mum. And all this time she was in hospital for that long. Yeah, she was just told that she's got this wrong with her and that wrong with her. But it was only like until the last week she was told like she's got cancer. So I saw her, and she was just lying in her bed. And then I didn't want to look at her as if she was like sick or ill like that. So I just gave her a big smile and just gave her a kiss. And I didn't show her any. I tried my best not to show her any panic or that I was scared, because I know she would be scared. You know what I mean? But she come to me, and then she just started talking. Then just tears were coming down her eye. Sorry. Yeah, so her tear was coming down her eye, and she was just like, don't worry, son, I'm going to beat this. There's plenty of cures out there that can sort this out. Don't worry, I'm not going to die. She just carried on telling me, don't worry, I'm not going to die. I was like, Mum, no, you're not going to die. You're too strong for that. You know, we sat with her for a few hours, and we just tried to avoid the subject. Thanks. We just tried to talk about everything else other than that, and then just trying to bust joke, just pretend that things were fine. It's mad because I've tried so hard to block this up. Things are coming back to me. After that, we went back to my brother's house, and we had to leave my mum there, which I didn't like at all. The first thing in the morning, we went back, and it was that pattern where we kept on going back and seeing my mum. They kept my mum in the hospital, but my mum was still trying to be strong. Like she was still healthy inside the bed. But some of the days he would go, would see her like with these tubes and stuff. But then after a while, she started getting better and she could walk and she was fine, like my normal mum. She got discharged from hospital. We went back to our area, it's South London, Croydon. And she just, all of a sudden, what I can remember is that she just like got this power just to start sorting out her life. And she was just really active, just sorting things around the house. And she just didn't look like someone that had stage 4 cancer. She was absolutely fine, strong. You know what I mean? She just changed all of her diet. She's like, listen, this is how I'm going to be. I'm going to stop eating all these horrible foods. A lot of them cause cancer. Like, the whole diet in her house changed. No one was allowed to smoke in the house. Like, things were looking good. In fact, I'll say that she looked even better than she had done when she cut out all the bad foods and that. Like, her skin was really bright. Her hair was really bright and strong. Like, she was really fine. And then, so I remember we would just do like things all the time. It's like we'd go out for more meals. We do family orientated things. She used to love going shopping for the house, so we used to go IKEA all the time.
Did it deteriorate? Because you did say that, like, okay, she was becoming better, but at what point did it start deteriorating? Maybe if you can, like, forgive me for asking, but just like share the moments where it deteriorated and she ended up in hospital. And, yeah.
Oh, so she refused to get chemo. She said she didn't like it. She said she didn't think it was. She said that she didn't think it was going to kill her. She said she felt like it was going to make her more sick. And my mum's a woman that she loves her. She loves herself. She loves the fact that she's her appearance and things like that. So to lose her hair and to lose lots of weight, and she just didn't like that idea. She said, if I'm gonna go, I'm making sure I go and I look like a proper woman. She's like, and she really had this in her head that there's no way I'm dying. So then so yeah, man, there's so many things that happen, but what else? Yeah. The reason why I can't just give it that because it was times like this. It was like 1 week should be fine, the next week should be really bad, and that was going on for a while. So from where, yeah. So one time she went into Mayday Hospital, which is in Croydon. She got quite ill there, but then she always would recover and come back out just fine, as if nothing ever happened. But then when she really started getting bad was
So was this giving you mixed messages in a way, like,
oh yeah,
okay, she's going to get better,
yeah,
and then, okay, is she not?
she's gonna get better, and she's not. And then she started staying. Then I remember because I used to stay out of the house all the time. I couldn't take it. It was just so bad. Like cough started getting worse and worse and worse. Like in the morning, that's what you'd been woken up by, like a really horrible cough. You'd be going to sleep with that really horrible cough. Like it's one of them coughs. Like it was. So when I hear a cough now, like I'm paranoid all the time. You know what I mean? It's made me hate hearing any sort of cough. You know what I mean? But yeah. So the cough was getting worse, and then slowly all these like more medication was being brought into the house. Then she started getting one of them big breathing machines because it's lung cancer, so obviously it started affecting her lungs, so it was affecting her breathing. And then she got this big grey machine that she had to have, and have it like a tube, and it was attached to her nose. Went it through her nose. As you can see, I really tried to forget all this stuff. Like, so yeah, she had this tube in her nose, and then she used to use that to breathe, and that used to sound horrible. Like that's when it sunk in. I remember I come home from work that day and I saw her with that for the first time, and I just started crying my eyes out. God, obviously, the reality is like, wow, like you really got this. And it was a very horrible breathing. You could hear it from far. It's like this horrible in and out breathing, and then obviously we'd all have conversations in the family about like what we're gonna do if this does happen. Like everyone would try to avoid the conversation. It was just horrible, man. And then she got taken into a hospital up in North London. They specialise in cancer. I remember I went to visit her, and then I think this is the hospital she was last in. So she was in there, and it was like about an hour and a half drive. And my stepdad was like, "Oh yeah, call your mum because she's in that room there, and she can look out the window whilst we're in the car park." So I called her up. You have to understand, me and my mum's relationship, like we're both jokers with each other, you know what I mean? So I called her up and I was like, "Mum, look out the window," and then she was like, "No," because it was a surprise I was coming. And then she was like, "No." I go, "Yeah, look out." And she opened up the window and she's like, "You right, son?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's going on, mum? I'll be up in 5 minutes, yeah." So we parked up, went up the stairs. Like, she just looked really good, man. Like, she didn't have a problem. She's just like really happy to see me. I felt good. And like, I remember she used to always complain about, when I get stressed out, I used to always let my hair grow. And she used to say, "Son, I like when your hair's short. Like, you look like my little boy." So then my hair was cut that day, so she brought that up. I said, "Yeah, that's my little boy," you know what I mean? But then just that she was on the bed still, but she just looked fine. She didn't look like she's gonna die anytime soon. She looked fine. And she goes, "Oh, son, I got something really bad to tell you." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Oh man, something really happened to me. It scared me, man." So she said that she got caught in a bathroom one time, and then like all of a sudden she didn't have no air or anything, and then her breath just went. She felt like this was it. She was gonna die. But anyway, just to cut that story, she was just like, I really realised that life is really precious, and once I get through this, because she still had that mindset, I'm getting through it. Once I get through this, I'm gonna just sort out everything, like all the family issues, everything. She's gonna sort it out. You know what I mean? So I was like, "Yeah, mum." So then I left that. Well, we just had really good conversations just about life, and she come out of that hospital again, and this was the best hospital for her. I remember we used to just sit on the bed at times, and she would just like proper open up to me about her childhood, life, and then she was just talking differently, even though it was mad because she really thought that she was gonna beat it. But it's like she was just getting some inspiration from somewhere, just dropping so much wisdom on me, and advice and life about what I should do with my talents, just everything. She was just giving me really good talks, you know what I mean, what I should do for the family. She carried on telling me like, "Son, like out of the family, you're the strong one. I know you're the youngest. You're the strong one, so you're gonna have to be really strong for your older brother and sister." I feel like my brother and sisters are strong. My brother's 39, my sister's 38. Realistically, I want to be babied. I didn't really want to hear that from my mum, like that I'm gonna have to be the strong one. But like for her, I was just like, "Yeah, man, of course, anything." And I don't know why you're talking like that. You're not gonna die or nothing. But yeah, slowly I could see her getting worse and worse and worse until yeah, the nights were really bad, man. I used to cry myself to sleep, like hearing her coughing, and it was like such a horrible cough, and hearing the heavy breathing of that machine, like it was just terrible. So then she got taken up to my uncle's house, because my uncle's quite good with like self remedies and stuff like that, and he was just really working on her and just really looking after her, giving her good massages, giving her all the kind of like good treatment that she needed and stuff. And I went up and visited her one day, gave her that big smile again, but this time I could see there was a massive change in her health and her mindset. Like, she was slowly going back into a child. Oh yeah, things are coming back to me again. So yeah, before that, yeah, I remember she used to always come to me and hold, like, afterwards she'll say, "Son, come here. I'll come in my house after work," and she'll be like happy to see me. But They weren't happy to see me as a way, as if like that's my son. She was looking at me like I was her dad or I'm her saviour, and she would say, son, come here, come here. And it would just be me and her. She'd be like, hold my hand, hold my hand. I'd just say, son, I really don't want to die. Then I realised she was really panicking, you know what I mean? She really started thinking that she's going to die. Like, this is my mum, she's telling me that she don't want to die. And that was her thing. She started, I could see her, she ended up becoming like a child. Just crying all the time and just saying, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. I'm scared, I don't want to die. And I've never, ever, ever, ever throughout my whole life, see, Mum, I'm scared. Even all that rubbish we went through, you heard about the 2 gunshots in my house and all that stuff. Like, I seen my mum like a bit frightened or a bit timid, but never scared like that. Never scared. I seen her confront grown men that claim to be the baddest men. Like, you know what I mean, big, intimidating guys. I seen my mum confront them. I seen my mum confront groups of people. And then this time, there's nobody around and she's telling me that she's scared. So then I realised what she really does need help. So I just always just remind her, don't worry, Mum, you're not going to die. You know, she used to tell me, like, she goes, son, if I do die, tell me how Muslims get buried again. Because before, a few years before this, by the way, a lot of people didn't know she took a shahada.
A few years ago.
Yeah, before she got cancer, she became Muslim. She says she just loves the way of the life, and obviously she saw a big change in me. So yeah, so she's just like, son, remind me. I remember a few years ago I used to tell her like what it's like her son Muslim burial. She was like, remind me. And I was just like, I had to tell her. I was just like, I don't know why you want to hear it, but I'll tell you. And I said, tell her like, for women, you know, no men touch you. It's only women that touch your body. It's just like, I love that. They're so sacred. Like, I don't want no strange men touching my body. Like, she just had this shyness about her. You know what I mean? I told her that her body would be washed really gently. It would be perfumed, and her skin would be just treated really softly. Just like, oh, that's really nice. I was just saying, yeah, put a lot of lovely perfume on your body and wrap your body up in these fresh white sheets, and no one can come and see you. No one, but you won't just be open. And they'll lower you into the grave, and you'll be facing the Kaaba, or you'll be facing Mecca. It's just like, that is so beautiful. And then I was to tell her that when you're in the grave, all the good deeds you did, they will come to you in the form of a person or an angel. My mum loves angels. And I was saying, all the good you did, that angel or that thing will come to you in a beautiful fashion. That person or that angel will be smelling really nice and remind you and tell you all the good things you did in this life, and say, you see that spot over there, and there'll be a little window, that's your place in heaven. I was like, this is what I need, this is what I'm saying, this is why I love this religion. So anyway, her health started getting really bad. Like I said, she ended up becoming a child. It's like she didn't really acknowledge me as her son anymore. I was just there, you know what I mean? And me seeing that, it was just breaking me apart, breaking my brother apart, and all my family was just broken because my mum was very, very strong. Like, she was the head of the whole family. Yeah, so there's just horrible parts, man. I don't even want to get into it. Like, it's just, you know, people just think when someone dies, they just die. Like, it's not an instant death. It was a long stage where you're seeing someone deteriorate, like, yeah, and you're seeing your mum die in front of you slowly, like, You're seeing your mum puke up continuously. You know what I mean? You're seeing your mum need help to go to the toilet. You're seeing your mum just mash up, just weak, needing you to hold her just to walk from here to there. She needs the help to breathe. But then one day I was out with my friend. This was the 3rd of October. And I just carried on saying to my friend, today feels really weird. Something's wrong. Something's wrong today. I don't know what it is, but my heart's just telling me something's wrong. I just got that feeling. But I didn't know what it was, but I swear throughout the whole day I was just saying something's wrong today. I don't know what's going on. Then anyway, about 7 o'clock, I've gone back to my house. And I've seen my brother and my sister's car outside. And then normally they'll be out doing whatever they were doing, but their cars ain't there. And I've walked in the house. And I was just seeing my sister crying. And I've just walked out. I just walked like in my drive. And just pretty much just collapsed on the floor. Just started crying my eyes out. Because I just took it that my mum's dead. And I got up. And then I got up and I walked in my room. Walked back in my house. And my brother was just held me proper tight. I was just like, man, mum's got 12 hours to live. And I was just like, let's just go right now. Let's go right now. And he was like, come, let's go. And then the journey was 2 hours away. So it was like, yeah, at least we can go say goodbye. You know what I mean? So we're on our way up there. Driving. My stepdad's already up there. And he's like, come on, like, let's go. We can all say our goodbyes and all that. And just like, just send our love. And just don't make it seem horrible. And so we've driven up there. And by the time we got to the entrance of the hospital, my stepdad just walked out. And they said, boys, it's too late. She's gone. So we were expecting that we could say bye within 12 hours, but within 2 hours she was gone. Didn't get to say nothing. Not a single word. Not I love you. Or bye. Or nothing.
What advice would you give to like people listening to this, like the youth who are disobedient to their mothers, their fathers?
I don't even think it's people that are disobedient because everyone thinks that they love their parents so much. That was one of them. We all do it. Every single one of us, even if we think we're the most righteous children, if our parents are Muslim or not, we all take the mick out of our parents. All at different levels, obviously, but all of us. We all need to sort ourselves out and just remember one day.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say because I can never, like, I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to put myself in your situation and thinking if my mother went through that, like, what would I do? Like, and it's like my brain is giving me a shock of, like, don't even ask that. Don't even put yourself in that situation. Don't, like if I can't even bear to think about it, I don't know how I can bear to go through it. But one thing that I would say, Aki, wallahi, is the biggest blessing is that your mother accepted Islam. Aki, wallahi, by Allah, I would give the whole wide world, yeah? Because knowing that we all know our parents are going to die. Like, we can die before them. But for them to die is it's like a stab wound to your heart as it is. But Aki, to know, and this is like, I don't mean to hurt people that are listening to this, that maybe their family hasn't accepted Islam. But Aki, to know that your family, like your parent didn't accept Islam, I don't know how I would have lived with it. Like, yes, my parents are going to die. Maybe I'm going to die before them, but okay, to a point you can bear it, okay, to a point. But knowing every day you wake up that your parents didn't accept Islam and died, like, that's one of the scariest things. And wallahi, Aki, I know it's a calamity, but, you know, I can say nothing but see it as a blessing in a way that she accepted Islam, Aki. Like, wallahi, I would give the whole wide world just for my parents to accept Islam. Just, at least then I'm just like, look, at least there is a chance that I can see them in the hereafter. At least there's that chance. Do you get it? So, Aki, wallahi, just keep that in mind. That, you know, I was so happy when you said, like, obviously when you said your mum passed away, obviously really hurt me. But the fact that you said she accepted Islam, Aki, it just cooled my heart down. Like, I was so happy for you. Wallahi, by Allah, I was just like, because if you said to me she didn't, Aki, I would just like, I don't know what I would have done. Wallahi, I'm being honest, I would have not been able to do this video. I could have not do this video. There's no way I could have do this video, and like, it's hard already as it is, but I could have not do it. Wallahi, by Allah, I would not be able to do it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just hope, like, this video, the whole point behind this video is for you guys to understand. Wallahi, by Allah, just understand the value of your parents. I have times with my mom where I'm just like, you know, you get mad. Put yourself back in your place. You know, this is your mother. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that He orders you to worship none other than Him and to be in excellent behavior to your mother and your father. You know, this is the doors to Jannah. Wallahi, by Allah, your obedience to your family members, to your mom and dad, is your doors to Jannah. I can't really remember. I was looking for it before we started this, but there was a Sahabi where he was so obedient to his mother and his father, and when they passed away, he was crying so much, and they were asking him, like, why are you crying? He's like, my doors to Jannah have gone. My doors to Jannah have gone now. But I did also see a narration, as I was looking on the laptop, is that every Friday, if you go and like do dua for them in their grave, it's like you're being obedient to them, you know? And like, you know, keep that in mind, Aki. You know, you can still benefit them. You want to start your own charity, inshallah, like, I will be more than happy to help you in, inshallah. And brothers and sisters, wallahi, I want to share a few narrations with you guys. Is that Abdullah ibn Umar, once he was at the Kaaba and he saw a Yemeni man circulating the Kaaba with his mother on his shoulders. And he was circulating, and as he's circulating, he's humiliating himself by saying, I am my mother's, like, camel. I am my mother's camel. And he's going around and he's going around. And then after he did this, he came to Abdullah ibn Umar and said, oh, Abdullah ibn Umar, have I paid back what my mum did for me? Abdullah ibn Umar said, you did not even pay back one oof she made when she was giving birth to you. You did not pay back one time when she went oof when she was giving birth to you. That one little pain. And also there is another narration where a man who left his family came to the Prophet ﷺ in war and said, oh, I've come to give you bay'ah and basically fight in your cause. And he goes, I left my mother and father crying. And he said, return back to your mother and father and make them happy just the way you made them cry. If the biggest form of like obedience and reward you want to get, go back and serve them. And brothers and sisters, wallahi, if you like, forget swearing, man. There's people today that are hitting their own mother, man. The same mother who looked after you for 9 months, brought you to this age. Wallahi, I don't understand. What mentality are you serving, man? The same mother who brought you up, you're lifting your hand to that. You're lifting your hand to her.
But just learn from my mistakes that if I could go back and just have, not even one day, if I could have 1 hour with my mum, wallahi, I'm not joking you. There's nothing I probably wouldn't do. Like, I would just tell her I love her so much every single second. Like, you lot still got that opportunity now just to turn to your mum and just say, Mum, I love you. That's for all of us. Like, all of us really need to fix up all our relationships to our parents. And then them boys and girls out there that are swearing at their parents, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're hitting your parents. What are you doing? You need to sort yourselves out. Because that day when you're there lowering your mum in the grave or your father in the grave, all those things are going to haunt you every single night from then on. You will have dreams remembering, and that's part of the punishment, I personally believe. I'm not saying this in the Quran or anything like that, but I feel that that's part of the punishment of your disobedience to your parents, of your rudeness and your negligence towards your parents, that you will get flashbacks of how you were so rude and selfish towards your parents, that when your parents asked for one simple favour, you couldn't be bothered. You just wanted to muck around. You just can't be bothered to do that for my mum. We're only here for how long? For how long? But you can't be bothered just to do one simple thing for your parents.
You got time for your friends.
You got all these time for your friends, or this is other thing that I notice a lot of us do as well, is that when you're out with your friends, you're all like, you be extra patient with them. Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Lady. Extra patient with them. Allow them to do their little things. Allow them to do their little snidey remarks, or, you know, they're over late, and you would ignore their mistakes. But see, if your mum or your dad does one little thing, you're onto them. Mum, man, why are you doing this for? Dad, man. How can you be extra patient with people that are other than your parents? The people that raised you. The people that used to wipe you when you couldn't wipe yourself. How do you do this? So my brothers and my sisters, like, let's collectively do it. Really think about it, because honestly, I'm only saying it to you like this is because I don't want you lot to go through the hurt that I've gone through. I want you lot to feel like, you know what, I was really good towards my mother, and I was really good towards my father, and they were proud of me.
Yeah, man. SubhanAllah, how sinful is the youth that, you know, you speak harsh to your mother and you're gentle with your friends. And not only that, wallahi, one of the biggest things that hurt me so much, bro, when your mother or father reaches old age and you put them in care homes. Like, wallahi, like, I know, like, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not, like, obviously we're all going to go through this, you know, may Allah make it easy for us, because, you know, once they get older, they become like a child again, you know. It's your turn to look after them. And may Allah make it easier upon us. It's not easy, I know. How dare you, man? Wallahi, how dare you put that same mother who's brought you to this age and put her in a care home? Okay, well, I don't understand, man. I don't understand putting your wife before your parents, or putting your husband before your parents. Wallahi, I don't know what kind of a brain you're serving. I don't understand. And wallahi, I'm just being honest, man. Like, I truly believe whatever I have in life, the very little, the contentment or the happiness or whatever it is, it's the du'as of my mum. It's the du'as of my mother. Every time I leave the house, that she says, look, hope you have a beautiful day. Hope God sends His blessings on you. Wallahi, that, just leaving home, hearing that, that's enough. And wallahi, if you want to bless life in this life and the hereafter, obey your parents as much as you can. Next time you ever think of saying anything disrespectful to them, just say, if my mother or my father passed away today, how would I feel? So I'm going to leave it at that, man. There's nothing more needs to be said. And Shakur, I really appreciate it, Aki. Thank you very much for sharing your story, even though how hard it is, both for you and me. But please benefit from this video and share it. You know, we are not doing these videos for your entertainment, for you to just watch it for the sake of it. If you truly, truly want to benefit, implement what you've heard today. Implement it. Don't just get a high iman and then, yeah, okay, cry. We don't need you to cry. Don't cry. We don't need you to cry on the thing and, yeah, if you're going to cry and go back to the same things, don't cry. Don't cry. Change your ways. Just say, look, okay, it's affected me. I'm going to try to better myself. No matter what it is, whatever, man, whatever to your parents, please do it sincerely. So that's about it, guys. Please share the video with other people, inshallah they benefit as well. And yeah, that's about it from us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant every single one of you guys Jannah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shoot, 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 what I do.